Alright, guys, back again for another diary vlog. It's Sunday night, 7th of April. The time is about just gone 4 in the morning, but I've just had a midnight snack to keep the protein metabolism going, and I feel pretty good to record a video. So I'm going to be going back to bed soon, reading some books, maybe reading the Bible, listening to the Bible. But I've got some big news about the band Armour of the Vice on SoundCloud. Basically, it's quite rare that I get to speak to my singer anymore. Back in 2022, we were really tight and we used to communicate all the time. But recently, he's been very difficult to contact, and I could kind of tell that his enthusiasm for the band was waning, and the way we do things and how I'm doing all of the recording and production, and I just send in the file to record the vocals over, and I don't think he's too happy with that situation because he likes to do all the production as well. So even though I perfected the production, so he kind of knows that it's all already been done by me. So it kind of takes his enthusiasm away. But after a lengthy debate on the evening, we realised that Alex's involvement, the singer of the band, he's going to take a step back, I think. He still says some things about, wanting to find a session drummer who lives somewhere in the UK, and like that would he says that would reignite his enthusiasm and stuff like that. But living in the real world, the chances of us finding a drummer are slim to none. Plus, Alex's enthusiasm for actually following through on such things is absolutely minimal. I know I can't find a drummer, so I've said to Alex, look, I'm going to continue as a solo act. If you can find a drummer, fine, but I doubt you'll be able to find one. But more power to you if you can. And yeah, we've got 8 tracks. The 8th track hasn't been uploaded to SoundCloud yet, so there's only 7 tracks on SoundCloud. But the 8th one that I'm working on is still really good, so the quality standard is still really high, and it's all sounding really sick, So I'm really happy about the quality standard of the music, and it still gets me going. So long as I've always got something to come back to and listen to that really gets me going is where it's at. I'm not trying to get famous. I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to make music that makes me happy. Because when I look at all these modern bands, all these modern metal bands, like I'm so sick of having to listen to the past music of metal. Music from like 20 years ago, just that kind of reaches me on a level that I enjoy because of the way it was written at the time. It has a certain energy, and the bands were writing in a certain way and recording, which resonates with me. But now it's completely changed in their style of recording and the tonality that they use, and the quality of the music nowadays, even from the same bands, has just gone down the toilet. So I find my stuff now is like filling the void that I need. Uh, when it comes to my taste in metal and hardcore and stuff like that. So, that's Alex kind of comes from the perception of like, oh, we should be a really technical band. I'm a self-taught guitarist and like to keep things pretty simple as far as like the original values of hardcore and stuff, and just like rhythms and things like that. But Alex seems to have evolved into this. We should be shredding like the entire song and stuff, and we're on different vibes. So the band's going to be just me for the foreseeable future, and yeah. So moving on to the next point, my diet and exercise is going really well. I'm still taking my painkillers, which can just about get me through the day. Thank God. If I don't take my cocodamol painkillers, I feel really rough. So I take 2 of those before I do anything in the wheelchair, after I've woken up after a good night's sleep, and yeah, I'm exercising every day, lifting weights with a 10 kilogram weight, doing about 20 reps, just biceps, shoulders, and upper body, as best I can. So that gets me going a little bit. And the diet's been going on for a while now, so just like high protein and very low fat and extremely low carbs. So yeah, just overall, I'm feeling quite lean. I'm the kind of guy that needs to feel lean. Um, Otherwise, I don't really feel on top of my game. Even if I've had a beer or something, I really enjoy having the odd ice cold Stella Artois. But if I have too many, then I can tell that I'm getting kind of weighed down. I don't feel as lean as normal. So yeah, as far as like working out, there should be some transport which I'm getting arranged by my social workers to take me to the gym by the City of York Council. So that'll be twice a week at first, and I'll be able to go to the gym and have a full-on body workout. Like really up the ante as far as like how much I'm lifting and stuff. So that'll kind of increase even more. My good health kind of vibe. And then if it goes well, my social worker told me we can increase the number of days from 2 possibly to more. So I'm excited about that. As far as like reading, I'm reading this legendary book by Howard Marks called Mr. Nice, and it's very marijuana oriented. I'm finding out again. I've read it before, but it was many years ago. But it's a great style of writing. I think he wrote it himself. It's easy to read, but he's an intelligent guy, so you can kind of relate to that as well. And it's really entertaining to read at the moment. As far as his like lifespan of what he's regaling me with, I think he's just finished studying, or he's finishing studying at Oxford at Balliol College, where he just had like loads of parties and stuff, and smoked loads of weed and had loads of people come around to his dormitory and just got stoned and met girls and stuff. So it's really really cool how the guy liked to have a good time back in the day. Yeah, I'm just about to. On another note, I'm going to record a an Aaron Lewis Stained appreciation video because Aaron Lewis and Stained, he's. I think I mentioned it in my last Diary vlog. He's become a country singer, but he used to be in Stained, and it means an awful lot to me. So I've got a lot to say about Aaron Lewis and Stained and how great he or they are. So I'm going to make a video about that and post it on my channel. As far as like my ambitions at the moment, I'm just saving money. I'm trying to kind of get like a really good kind of stockpile in the bank that I can kind of fall back on, because when you've kind of when you're spending loads of money, it kind of pisses you off that you haven't got a massive amount to fall back on. So I've got a taste for like saving right now, and the faster I can do that, the better. I'm still playing Football Manager. I'm Leon, and Yanis Taffer is absolutely crucial to me doing well. The game's got harder ever since I don't know when, but I used to play it and it used to be so easy with the original way things worked in the game. But for some reason, this version of the game is really hard. And I'll give you an example. I've got this really amazing young striker called Alberto Paloschi on the bench. He's 19. He's Italian. He's a really amazing player, but he just doesn't score goals. And if you compare him to any striker in the French league, he's better than them. But they've got like players with shit stats that are scoring like 10 in 10. I don't know what's gone on with the game, but it's just changed a lot since back in the day. Yesterday, as of today being 4:15 in the morning on Sunday, so Saturday afternoon, I got drunk kind of inadvertently. I drank vodka with tropical juice, and it went down really well. Because for the last, ever since I've got home since January from the hospital, I've kind of been wanting to kind of feel the effects of alcohol and have a buzz. And the way to do that normally, because beer doesn't really get it done for me because of my tolerance, is too high, you see. So I need too many beers, and I've never been one to have more than just like one beer really because of the calorie content. Um, but as far as vodka getting the job done, um, it's I've kind of been approaching it as if it's some kind of poison. Like it hasn't been agreeing with my stomach, but ever since I've had these beers for the last week or so, it's like entrained my stomach to get used to the. It's like developed my stomach's taste for alcohol. So I hadn't touched vodka in like a week or more, and I've just been drinking beers, the odd beer. But yesterday I had a couple of vodkas, and it went down like fucking, like milk. It was really, really cool. So I had a good time like yesterday afternoon. As far as like my viewing habits on Amazon, like in my heart, I know that Buffy and Angel are the best TV shows I personally have ever watched. But the problem is that my memory of the shows is so good now, having seen them so many times and relied on them for so many years, that like I can't watch them anymore with the same intensity that I used to, because I know everything about what's going to happen next and who says what line. I've memorized the script practically as I watch it. So even though Angel and Buffy are the best shows, I can't watch them because I've just seen them too many times. So in the meantime, to keep like the intensity level going of what I like, because I like to have a certain intensity in what I'm watching, which far too many shows which I've seen haven't got. So I watched 24, just at the end of the first season of that. So that's in real time. So it's got like a kind of one thing connects to the next thing, connects to the next thing, and it's all in real time. So it's like it has that intensity. And also Game of Thrones. I've just finished the first season, so I'm on season two. I've seen them all before, but it was so long ago that I can't actually really remember apart from the main points. What happens. So it's less intense than Angel and Buffy, but having said that, I'm doing the best I can, and I've got like an idea. Like I'm a bit of a closet romantic at heart, so I think I'm going to start watching like romance movies. That just like warm the heart. Like heartwarming movies like that aren't mean and nasty and stuff, and just like a good romance. That's where I'm coming from. So I'm going to start doing that. In the foreseeable future. So. Yeah, as for now, that's pretty much what's going on with me. I just thought I'd tell you about Alex and the band and how it's going to be a solo act. And yeah, I need to step up my game and start recording more tracks. So yeah, take care, guys. That's it for now. Once again, peace out.